Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Disco Elysium. Where we left off last time, we had talked to the woman upstairs, we listened to the tape, so we're going to talk to Titus again.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness. A witness? The tall man crosses his arms on his chest. He ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this. That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next he's going to tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection. My witness isn't a local. Titus scratches the back of his head and asks, well, let's hear it then. Who's your mystery fella? Who he is irrelevant. It's like you said, Al. He turns to the man on the spot. Copper's coming up with us on the spot. There's no witness. I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing, they're desperate. He turns to you. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make? The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion. It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent. Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you into the streets, he says provokingly. What's with the cowbells, policeman? The witness said he saw two people of Aeropagite descent and one Mesk. Aeropagite, he starts laughing. Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo. Well, yeah. What's confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you we're all there. The witness said it all looked like a surreal play. That means absolutely nothing to me, he says, taking a sip from his can. Sounds like some made-up horse shit. It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film. What's this fellow's problem? The little guy addresses everyone and no one. Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see. Shanky, it's Shanky, right? He doesn't wait for an answer. I thought there's something wrong with the lynching story. Now I know there was. You don't know shit. I know you're lying, Shanky. He writes in his notebook. Nothing else. Great witness. He must be really parched because he takes a great giant gulp of his beer. So I talked to Classier about the tape, and nothing. She stands by what she said. That fucking fucker. She stares at his beer for 2 seconds intently, then turns to you. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape. Gold? It was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. Actually, it was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change your mind. Dark? Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her. He shakes his head in disbelief. What did you have to say then? I'm fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Yes, in fact, the lieutenant looks at you then him. I think she thought it was a little funny. Funny, Titus mumbles, his lips barely moving. No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright, he slams his giant fist on the doorframe. All fucking right then. Guess it's good then. That fucking... Please try and control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus. Her voice is a bit softer than earlier. Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman? Actually, maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Nah, I know her. He looks upstairs distracted. She's just a girl in over her head. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. Handled him? He bulks. She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of. Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands that you were more disturbed by the tape than her. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? I already told you, he puts his giant face in his hands and sighs. We fucking hanged him. There's less gusto in his voice now. His men are growing his men too are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore. Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge. Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. He taps on his notebook. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just... You know what? He gets closer. I am tired. Tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said fuck off. He throws his beer can down. That lying, scamming... We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah, there's silence in the room. Elaine starts to say something and thinks best not to. On the floor, beer drips out of the can. Into a small puddle. No one does anything about it. What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. He looks around. Bartender, 20 beers for the dockworkers union. Why don't we make it 40, huh? The man shouts from behind the counter. Why don't we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough. 100 beers, now you're talking. Glenn livens up. How about you help over here, cafeteria manager? The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they'll be. Let's try in rhetoric. Let's tell him he's being manipulated. Oh, we failed. Damn it. Classier is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it, all of them really good. None of these are good options. Titus, the same thing happened to me. She manipulated me too. Sucks for you, he shrugs, but get this straight. No one manipulates Titus Hardy. I knew I was sticking it and crazy. He points to the stairs. But you have no idea what you're doing up there. I can see it in your face. Every time you come down, you sing her song. She's in your head, man. You're fucked. Brutal, Titus. He shakes his head. Brutal but true. She's got a hold on him. The witness has no hold on officers of the RCM. My partner was just trying to get you to come clean, in his unusually emotional way. Why did you say she's manipulating you? She's manipulating them, remember? I didn't tell you to say that. Who told him that filthy lie? It was me. I made you sound weak, and I shouldn't have, but this guy, Goldmouth, he's in way over his head. Be careful with his so-called advice. We need more rhetoric. Okay. I think we have a rhetoric shirt we can throw on. Suggestion, drama, spirit, logic, conceptualization, something else. Nope. No. Nope. Are we done? Do we already have a rhetoric thing on? Did we ever have a rhetoric? Oh yeah. Nope, -1 rhetoric from the orange bun hat. Maybe we take that off. Oh god, we look even worse. Can we do the check again? No, it's still locked.
What is it?
Hang on. Do we have a skill point? We don't. We need 8 experience for a skill point? Ugh. Alright, let's see if we can find something else to do. Pain threshold medium. The Man from Hemdale series. We can probably do that one. Let's go see if we can do that check, and then maybe we can get a level. And then we can get a rhetoric skill, and then we can finish this thing. Probably. Maybe. We'll see anyways. And, oh yeah, there's no actual map. We just have to walk it. Is it... Which one is it? I think it's inside the Man from Hemdale. And I don't remember which shelf it's on though. It's one of these. Yes. Oh, it's locked. Darn. Oh, I see. So that one's locked. The ones that aren't white are the ones we can go to, I think. Oh no, the ones that are gray are the ones that are locked for us, probably. Alright, let's see if there's any more we can do then. Medium measure head. Conceptualization, we can try that one. It is 8:30 in the morning, measurehead should be there. Let's go take a look and see if we can do that one then. I really just want to level, so we can get a rhetoric and unlock the next part of the story. Also, we should probably send... Well, we won't send Kim yet, but we need Kim to take the body away at some point. Oh, before we go too far, maybe we can get some experience here before we do this, because we did the serial number yesterday, so I'm going to go check that out. Inside you see blah 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 blah. We've already done all this. Pick up the radio. Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number? Yes, the armor was produced by, she looks at her notes, Fairweather and their facilities in Betancourt, Sur la Clef in 42. It's part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of the Orignyes pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. She browses the pages. So it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued. What's it called now? The most recent registered firm is that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Crenel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor. A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom the suit was fitted. A suit of armor like this must have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued. Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try and talk them into it, though. Yes, please do try. It's imperative we learn whose armor this was. Sure, call back tomorrow. Hopefully I have more information for you then. I'm done with the radio for now, I guess. Actually, let's talk to Sylvie one more time. Sylvie is on the line. It's the police again. Oh, there's nothing. Alright, well, sorry. Didn't need to talk to her after all. I guess we're gonna go try a skill check. Up by measurehead. We really need to, maybe the greater ones are the ones we completed. No, that doesn't make much sense. Alright. We went the wrong way. Shoot. Measurehead's this way. He's up on top of the shipping crate area again. Which we have to go to the stairs, because apparently we can't go the other way anymore. Also, we only have $2.09. We can't actually sleep tonight unless we get more money. Which we'll have to work on. Upstairs we go. Excuse me, I just have a bit of a sneeze going on. Alright, Measurehead, let's conceptualize you.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Alright, I'm gonna save so we can actually succeed in this check.
Your race descent
Yeah, whatever, I don't care about you.
worsened
Ask what kind of races there are there first. Classification is core to this stuff. Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of races are there. Do you? The lieutenant looks at you. This is for the thing. What thing? We already got in the harbor. You just want to hear about races, don't you? You are obviously a liberal Silite? The man tells him. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth. You have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. B, the servile races. And the vile C to F race cauldron of pederasty? Which one do you need education on? Let's go with type A. Those are the Seminese, the Aeropagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. Our receding genetic pool has led Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Verdefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. Wait, okay, so who exactly are the Mon? You know them by the names of their nation states, the Orniers, the Gotvaldians, and the Konigsteners. My people simply call them Mon. Mon is a derogative term for the first world people of Gotvalian descent. Valdian descent, sorry. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Saru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant. The wooden clogs, though? In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats. The Mon are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant sub-race whom no one can take seriously. Okay, got it. Who are Type A then in your view? The Vespertines and Messanians of Vesper and Messenia, the ancient Meteorians of Medio by the Golden Pacific Sea, the Surinese of Surleclef, and even the North Konigsteiners all have Type A race propensities. Other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oliginous to count as a heroic race. There's some big words here. True, they're violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. He draws his finger across his face. Overproduction of sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to el mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. And who are the Seminese and Aeropagites in this? As proven by the Mon and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde, and the Seminese and Aeropagite are on the ascent. And the Seminese are the indigenous people of the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern islands. He gestures towards the south across the ocean. I am Seminese, from the stock of Alonbuir on Ile de Fantôme. And the Aeropagites? The Aeropagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Seminese are descendants of the Aeropagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ilmara to Insulinde, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant, Maun-ridden Occidentals discovered this place. What's the difference between the two? The Aeropagites are sleek, long-headed, and the Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the super-isla of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Semino-Aeropagite or Semiopagite super race. That is all. There's no more Type A races in the world. Nature was not capable of more. Okay, I just need to get out of this conversation. This is really racist. Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Kokos and the Vacholiers. They are mud-colored people. The Koikos of Grad, Zemsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer. In a suspect description, you said Koikos. I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions. Yes, to an untrained eye, they Kyoko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. but look into their eyes. You will see, he squints full of sage wisdom, they're of an indistinct color, and so is their skin, unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking al ghul and smoking the degenerate tabac herb, and for eating potato. Wait, what's wrong with potatoes? The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more than is dividing into microscopic ethnostates like a political amoeba. Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates? You don't like ethnostates? They are microscopic, and Semino-Aeropagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted from Holy Seminin to the boreal plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Seminese and Aeropagite stock, elected by nature, not by base, inert spoilage called demos, which I'm guessing is democracy, and the Vesholiers you mentioned, or Vesholians halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Too mixed to know right from wrong, you tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet. Is it 82,000 years we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what's happening, but it seems a little off. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive chess piece. I've heard about this revolution. Mistakes were made, but it was the right stuff. You're wrong about it. The revolution came to Revachol from Grad in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes, a soft sponge like massive dementia, hallucinations, and paranoia. Revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. He pauses in theoretic self-reflection, but not sexually, preferably, because or probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough about Type B mediocrity, now it's satisfied with the outcome. Alright, let's do this last one. Okay, so he's gonna go super racist here, just as a heads up. Types C through F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptions. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Chimeric experiments? Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of Mesk woman and Seminese man, and only possible if the mother is a Mesk and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile like a donkey. He looks west ruefully. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair. Any more? Then there is, he pauses dramatically, the Semino-Koyic Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Semino-Koyic Chimera? It's not an aesthetic site. Sure, why not? The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and Grad servility. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding programs as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika. But enough, it is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type C to F. Were there any able-bodied races you need education on? Now that we understand all the types, do I understand advanced race theory? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You've not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. I'm gonna go hard no on this one. And second thought, I don't have time to get deeper into this stuff. Let's discuss something else. I'm gonna try and knock him out. We only have a couple of percent here, so we're gonna try a couple times.
Race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have
it went very poorly. A formidable failure. How did this happen? Your little fist in his giant hand, he's squeezing. It hurts. You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. The pressure in your hand becomes unbearable. Say it, I'm a degenerate alcoholic. I'm a cop. Your fist cracks in his hands like a ripe apple. Pain chews up his hand as he's twisting it more and more. The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk. No, I won't say anything. We're just gonna quickly reload, actually. I'm gonna try one more time. Boop, boop, boop. I want to knock this dude out. He annoys the ever-loving crap out of me. But we suck physically. We're really bad at it. Like, really awful. We only have an 8% chance. Yeah. What the? Oh, hang on. Did it not load properly? That should be the right one. We didn't save after that. Did it bug slightly? No, there we go. Now we're at full life.
Your
Let's try again.
descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Nope.
You have really let yourself go.
Alright, let's load back again. We'll try one more time. If it doesn't work, then we'll leave it for now. I do want to knock that guy out. I just hate him so much. Last time.
Your raised descent has only worsened.
I'm gonna say no.
Since I
Didn't
last
work.
saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Dude is giant, though. I'll give him that. For all of his racist crap, he is monstrously huge. Well, at least we got the conceptualization thing done, but we're not going to take that particular racist theory to our hearts. That is not the way we're going in this game. Let's see what else we got to do. So impossible, challenging, legendary, heroic, formidable. Maybe isn't it? Oh, that's the one we're just trying to do. Well, we don't really have any checks to do then that we can actually do right now. Except maybe this one, but we need to get another point. Well, that sucks. Alright, let's I guess we can send the victim's body away. Well, let's do that. Maybe that'll give us some experience and I can go do some of the other things I need to get done. Because I don't think that we have much else to do, aside from doing the story from Titus, which is a thing we need to do. Oh, what's this? A Stasreko, one of the oldest, or one of the finest Zemsk-made motor carriages ever, an oldie but a goldie. Who drives these? Not many people appear, or not many people outside of Grad and Revachol West too, it appears. Hey Kim, check this out. A Sasreko KK2. That's a classic model, Lieutenant replies with a nod. Never thought I'd see one repainted after what happened last time. Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Oh, I know what happened last time? No. Only the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colors of Zixmonta the Great, an ancient Zemsk ruler. His banners were famously Zephyr and white. The colors of Stasreko. Rakio? Something like that. Anyways, let me guess what happened last time, Kim. Blue and white are the colors of Zemsk, and someone painted it and got a Zemsk mad, and boom, murder happened. Well, yes, that's exactly it, more or less. So there was a crowd of them. Tore him out of his vehicle and ran him over with his own tires. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Zemsk community protested the trial, flying the colors. He shakes his head. 5,000 came to protest. Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of criminal trial in Revachol. Hate to correct Kim, but only 4,395 people were present. Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word. Kim, could our hanged man have been the driver of this car? Could it be another Stasrakio murder? He gives you a crooked smile. You really should ask me to brief you on the case, but right now I'm going to go ahead and guess the two aren't related. Before we proceed, I got an opinion on this paint job. Yes, detective? They should have left it baby blue. You sure you're not Zemsk? He shares a smile with you only for a second. Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum. We got our thing, though. We got our level. And that's what I was looking for. What was the check we needed for Titus? I can't remember now. We should go do that, though. It was, not pain threshold. It's conceptual... No, rhetoric, I think. I think it's rhetoric. We can actually just check here. Titus. There we go. Rhetoric, heroic. Okay. So, we're gonna grab a rhetoric skill. And we should be able to do this now pretty easily. Hopefully. Anyways. I know we were gonna get our next... this thing, data of the birth generator, but we'll get that soon. We needed the rhetoric point more.
It's you again. What is it?
92% should succeed. Convince Titus he's being manipulated? Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know that by now. Titus will never falter. One of his boys will. Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Ecclesia. It's about these men in Martinez, their district, their responsibility. That's it. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Kim. Huh? The lieutenant raises his brow. Write down, Kim and Martinez. They will kill you just because they don't like you. Got it. He takes out his notebook. Kill you because they don't like you. All because of some chick. Oh, wince. It's involuntary. Bring that up one more time and you won't get to write that report. Yes, I understand, Elaine. That's your name, right? Elaine, you'll kill us. He scratches in his notebook. That's what they do in the Wild North. They'll just hang you or shoot you or whatever. They can't even remember. It wasn't that. It wasn't the fat man says with a wheeze. We didn't shoot him. That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now going for the... Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up. The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm. Success. Firearm. A glass 08 or 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. I turn to Theo. What happens if I keep talking? You gonna kill me too in this bar for nothing? No. You see him shake his silvery head. His calm voice is almost kind now. I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now. Is that Angus? They're gonna kill me too. Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. You're burning all over with fear. To your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to perform one movement, an instinctive jerk to your left. Then no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from. Oh, damn, we died. Sad news. The district of Martinez has 2 bodies of police officers found floating in the canal. It's believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock worker strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances. Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented, and added, although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run uncontrolled and try to wiggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods. Well, we just died, so let's try that again. I think we have to go after Angus. Possibly. Or maybe this is an always death situation. Kind of curious to see how this plays out.
It's you again. What is it?
One of his boys will. Fat Angus. That's it. Case closed. Write it down. They'll kill you who doesn't like you. Some chick. They'll hang you, shoot you. Whatever. They don't remember. Same thing. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason? We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when... He takes a deep breath, wheezing. Shut up, Angus. He was dead before you hanged him. Fatty. The little guy hits Angus on the back of the head, a loud slap. Say one more thing to the cops and all. Dennis, Titus, Royce, stand down or I'll beat your head in. Theo, he points to the old man. Take your hand off that belt. This isn't 31. I got this under control. The room falls silent. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze. Angus, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying. I left it at home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. He grabs his chest. I'm sorry. Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Lindsay snaps at him. Now it's all pointless because you wasted my time. I told you, Titus. He turns to him. I told you just to give her up. Lizzie, he turns to the fixer. Your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard. Fine, I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast, she walks off without looking back. You're in. He's all yours. Questions. So you didn't kill him. He was already dead. He nods. You hang the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head. Another nod. Why? Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit. Girls, plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later. Did she kill him? I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. What happened on Sunday night? Claudia came down. He points to the stairs. She seemed really out of it, drugged up, even more than usual, bug-eyed, and journeying, you know, not in a fun way. Looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen the look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. How'd you know? I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario, only in reverse. Good analogy, boss. The rat-faced man snickers. You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. He points at him. You're still on the bench, and you keep taking it easy too, Angus. He turns back to you. What happened then? We went upstairs. Sure as day, the merc was dead and there was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking, he scratches his chin. Dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. He means they'd been fucking. Tibbs patched the window and the corpse we hanged. Who's Tibbs, the 8th Hardy? Now he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business. If Classy didn't kill him, why the cover up? You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. She told me some people were after her from Ornier. She wouldn't say more. Yeah, she wouldn't. She's fucked if she shows up on the police radar. Who are they? They're powerful. He looks out the window. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your system, she'd be ghosted away. That's all he knows. That's all she's told him. And why would you help someone like that by taking on a murder? Why would I? He shrugs. I guess we're all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. So who killed the merc then? Any leads? Not yet, just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside behind the window somewhere, so that's a clue. What are you thinking? I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them, either hers or his. Hers, you mean? I mean the people after Classier. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her. I like that, the young guy nods. Been thinking the same thing myself. And you had ideas about his past too? I do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell, he pauses to think. Tell you what I'd do. Check the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy with this clown dance of yours. Whose idea was it to hang him anyways? Yours? Or hers? In a manner of speaking. Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one. Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Who's the other girl? That's right, he blinks. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. It's her, isn't it? The missing 8th Hardy. That's the other girl. The big guy turns to Glenn. He's about to say something. The blonde shuts his mouth before a word escapes. I'll say it again. Titus turns to you. All Hardy Boys are right here, cop. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyways. You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus. His face sets like concrete. He shakes his head solemnly. We're the Hardy Boys, and that's it. Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location? Nope, he says. Not getting to her. It's Classe you want to talk to. Kim, we did it. The lieutenant gives you a smile, only you can see. Sorry I made you guys fight. Me too. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time. You do that. He grabs his beer and swirls it in his hand, then thinks of something. Hey, cop, before you go. He looks up. Classe came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you go to wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now she's refused that protection, but you would still prefer if we didn't take her away? That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers. We'll take that into account. The lieutenant smiles, or slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Well, that's it. We got a breakthrough in the case, got a little bit of extra experience. Not as much as I was hoping, to be honest with you. We're only 6 experience into our next level, but we'll get there. For now, though, we're going to call it a video. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.